Back to the crypto report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today Bitcoin has finally made the move above $30,000. Bitcoin dominance is still going up, guys. Absolutely incredible. Couple stories I want to look at as people have been just fearful, saying, hey, the bottom wasn't in for crypto. I'm gonna wait for another dip to buy in. If you were sitting on the sidelines, well, Bitcoin has not waited on the sidelines with you. It keeps going up, and you see so many more investors start flocking into this asset. We're going to talk about a couple stories that popped up today. More news about the SEC coming after Ripple and some of these other crypto entities. Also, talk a little bit about some of the countries. Most importantly, though, some of the recent companies that have been getting further into crypto. And what we'll talk about, too, is there is an attitude going on right now as we are moving towards a bull market. You can start to see, and I'll point it out to you guys with a couple of these stories I got for you today. You can really just start to see some of these different players, these companies start getting organized, really organized for a full-fledged bull market. New presidents of companies, new investment announcements coming out. You also see the narrative in the media start to shift. Yesterday, we had a negative story from New York Times on Bitcoin and pollution. Today, we have an exciting story from New York Times about how Bitcoin's unstoppable and outperforming everything. We got a couple things we'll talk about, as well as get into some of the price action. Of course, we'll talk about crypto.com as well, some of the other exchanges, what they're going through right now. And we'll talk, of course, about some altcoins versus Bitcoin, because everybody's wondering, I'm holding some Bitcoin, sure, but I got some of these altcoins too, and I want those to go up. Well, when do kind of each of those go up? It's a long journey. So we'll talk about a bull market strategy and why I believe millions, probably millions of millionaires will be made. Maybe not, billions. I don't think we're going to get there, but I wouldn't be surprised if, over 1 million millionaires, right, came out of crypto in the next bull run, really. So let's talk a little bit about why something like that is so exciting. Welcome in the chat, Mr. Planet Profit. Good to have you back. Super Zan. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Welcome. Smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel. In case you guys don't know, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber when we hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. So make sure you check out that for that giveaway. And let's get into the charts, guys. So right now, we are looking at a $1.234 trillion market cap. Guys, we are growing right now. Now, I've been talking a lot about this overall market cap on the channel, and there's some pretty key levels that we need to keep an eye on, guys. We were looking at 1.18 trillion for a while, and I'll take you guys into the charts here at the end of the video. I'll save my charting kind of for the end. We'll get into some news stories out of the gate, but we're looking for a move up to about 1.3 trillion. Bitcoin dominance, though, up to 47.3%. Bitcoin dominance is still going up. Absolutely incredible. How's it going, Crow Bro? Jay, thanks for joining us, guys. Welcome, fellas. But Bitcoin and crypto looking spectacular. Even Ethereum dominance is doing pretty well at 18.5. I think we were at 19 the other day. We had a good spike on Ethereum first. Was thinking, hey, maybe we have a chance at that altcoin rally. But Bitcoin said, not yet. Not yet. Bitcoin's up above $30,000 at $30,200. Absolutely incredible. Up 7% over the last 7 days. And at a $584 billion market cap. Wow, that is absolutely spectacular. Now, if you'll note here, guys, altcoins really aren't doing it right now. Let's look at the gainers for the last 24 hours right now. What's going on there? So Solana. Solana has one of the biggest moves today next to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, though, is even here like really close to the top, one of the top performers. Some altcoins are outperforming right now. Solana had a very big correction from the FTX collapse. And so right now it's just kind of regaining some of the ground it lost, but still showing a lot of popularity there. A huge play for NFTs is what Solana brings to the table. So not super surprising to see that. At the same time, they've had blackouts in the network, so you never know what's going to go up, guys, but a very loyal community for Solana. But yeah, so looking at some of the top movers, though, I mean, you'll see these top coins, not a lot of them are up today, and most of them are just like red or flat. So it's very interesting, and you got to kind of look at that versus Bitcoin. So let's get into some of this. Note, we talk a lot about short liquidations. Now, This recent move up did come off the back of a $82 million short squeeze and a $93 million short squeeze on exchanges, which is nice. It's not nice for the people that were shorting, but shorters are getting a little bit wrecked, not like we saw back in the beginning of March, but shorts are getting liquidated, so it's the greedy that are getting crushed right now. Any info on the Crowland game, Mr. Planet Profit? Yeah, we'll talk some Crowland game. Texas Crypto, good to have you. Thanks for joining us, guys. So, not really liquidations that are moving this, honestly, which is very interesting because, that usually is one of the reasons we get some of the biggest moves out of Bitcoin and crypto. But the fact that I just think we got more buyers coming along. It's not even like the liquidations. I think it's just buyers are coming. And regardless of liquidations, I just think we're getting ready for a bull market, guys. But, over $145 million in short positions against Bitcoin were liquidated since early Asian morning hours today. So that's going on as well. Shorts are going to continue to get wrecked in a bull market. And in a bear market, longs are going to get absolutely crushed. And it's a 4-year cycle, guys. So that's really how it plays out. And that's what we're seeing. And so, as the SEC is looking at a bull market that's heating up, and they're getting ready. There are rumors that the XRP case might come to a close. They are adding attorneys to their crypto enforcement unit. The SEC, it really does seem like they're getting nervous, right? I mean, we've been talking a lot about the SEC coming in and over-regulating. Gary Gensler trying to cover his tracks. A lot of politicians came after Gary Gensler after the last the FTX collapse came, and he had meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried, and then nobody really talked about that until after the fact that FTX collapsed, and then politicians were like, Gary Gensler and the SEC should have done more, and now he's doing so much, too much, but now he's getting scared. He's done so much. It doesn't seem like they know what they're doing because we can't even determine right now if something's a security or if it's a commodity, right? The CFTC and the SEC disagree on certain coins and whether, Ethereum's a commodity or not, or whether it's a security. So these are some of the things that are up in the air. But one thing that XRP holders are looking for is a verdict by May 6th. Let me know in the chat. You know what? Matter of fact, guys, I'm going to put a poll out for you guys. Let's do it. Benny Blue Eyes, welcome. Votem, good to have you guys. Yeah, and Votem asking, when will they burn some crow? Good question. I want them to burn it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Here, so I'm going to ask, do you think that the XRP case will end by May 6th? Let's see what you guys have to say in the chat. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, guys? I'll tell you what my vote is, though. No, I really don't think so. The SEC is still getting some more lawyers. Clearly, they're gearing up for a continued legal battle. I'm a fan of XRP. I think it's going to do well in the next market. A lot of people are very excited about this token for a variety of great reasons. But this case is taking a very long time, and anytime I've seen any kind of decision for this case of when it's coming to an end, it always gets pushed back. And the other day I saw somebody say maybe it's going to go till 2026. So we're really going to have to see how this thing plays out. But I am curious what your thoughts are in the comments, guys. Texas Crypto just finished the taxes. Oh boy. Yeah, that must have been fun. That must have been fun. Yeah, so I got to look into what the CEO said about if he talked about burns. Let me know in the chat. Did Chris Marsliak talk about burns? I did not catch that, if that did happen. But I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be bullish right now, not just on crypto.com, but on crypto. First, it's going to be Bitcoin. We talk a lot about this. And here's an example, guys. So in the beginning of the stream, I kind of said, hey, we'll talk a little bit about as people are gearing up for a bull run. The bull run is coming, so get excited. Now, that's not financial advice, but look at history. The bull run's coming. According to history, it doesn't repeat itself, but it certainly rhymes. 4.5-year cycles. This company, CleanSpark, is a mining company. They just bought $144 million of new mining rigs, doubling their hash rate, they're getting ready. They're trying to mine more Bitcoin. Despite the FUD about all the environmental disasters that Bitcoin bring into the forefront. By the way, nuclear-powered Bitcoin mining facilities is coming online, so that's great to combat that argument about the anti-environmental impact of Bitcoin and crypto. But this company is buying so many miners. Why? Why are they getting ready? Because they're getting ready for a bull run, and that bull run is coming very, very soon, guys. And it's just like you or me buying dollar cost averaging. You get a paycheck every single week, every month, every 2 weeks. You know, dollar cost averaging into your Bitcoin stack, into your Crocoin stack. You know, that's exactly what these companies are doing. And we're not just seeing it with miners. You know, we're seeing it with companies like you've got Jack Dorsey's Block, and you also got Michael Saylor's MicroStrategies. And don't forget, guys, Tesla. You know Tesla, Elon Musk coming out, putting the Dogecoin logo, the Shiba Inu dog as Twitter, pumping up Dogecoin like crazy just on a tweet. He does it all the time when he bought Bitcoin in the last bull run. And who knows, guys, let's keep an eye out for that. If Elon Musk buys Bitcoin in this next bull run, that could be something. That could actually be something to drive the price up. You know, in the last bull market, there was a point, I believe it was right around $30,000 that Elon Musk came out and he said, you know, Tesla bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Now, since they've already sold some, they kind of got fudded. Stock went down. They sold some of that Bitcoin, but look at how much Bitcoin they still hold. And what you see, these are corporate Bitcoin treasuries. MicroStrategy by far has the biggest bag, over 140,000 Bitcoin held. Absolutely unbelievable. Then you also have Tesla with 10,000 Bitcoin, which is pretty incredible. 337 million, guys. If there's a 10x, that's over $1 billion from just holding Bitcoin. That's multi-billions of dollars from holding Bitcoin if you get a 10x on Bitcoin. Block also doing a great job holding Bitcoin. $220 million worth of Bitcoin, which is spectacular. And right now, their strategy, which got mocked through the whole bear market, you know, everybody was making fun of Michael Saylor back in the bear market. As Bitcoin was crashing, everybody wanted to attack and kick Michael Saylor while he was down, just like they do with El Salvador. But at the end of the day, that's just a bear market. And if you buy while there's blood in the streets, if you buy these assets while people are kicking the smartest, the most avid investors who have done a great job historically and believe in it, you just watch when the people that have been doing it right get attacked, and you know it's all over. They say that here's Bitcoin being banned. That's what I'm trying to double down, buy more, and continue on the dollar cost averaging strategy. Really, over time, if you're buying it, that proves to be effective, and that's exactly what you're seeing here from Jack Dorsey's Block and Michael Saylor's MicroStrategies. And they aren't the only ones. You know, Fidelity and Bank of America are doing it too, which is absolutely incredible to think about. But that's just the truth, you know, and these guys, you just think about it. I mean, we've heard of BlackRock, guys. We've heard about Fidelity, Bank of America. We've heard about all these different companies. And actually, just the other day, too, I was looking at an article about Bank of America and how it's really funny, actually. Basically, should I buy Bank of America or should I buy some other bank, right? On the recovery, right? Because all the bank stocks crashed because of these whole bank runs that were going on in the US. And so now I type in Bank of America and people are asking like, should I buy Bank of America or should I buy this other bank? Well, I'm not buying banks. In fact, banks are buying MicroStrategy. Why are they buying MicroStrategy? Because they want exposure to Bitcoin. They could buy Bitcoin as well, as you've seen with Block and with Tesla and with some of these other companies. But Bank of America wants exposure to Bitcoin. And so honestly, if you had to give me the two choices, whether I wanted to buy Bank of America or another bank, well, the answer is pretty easy. If the bank you're suggesting to me is buying Bitcoin, I'll pick that bank. If they're not buying Bitcoin or investing in Bitcoin companies, then I'm not going to buy that. But honestly, I'm not going to buy banks. I'm going to buy Bitcoin because I believe it's the better strategy. You know, if people are looking for exposure to Bitcoin, probably not a better way to get exposure to Bitcoin than by buying Bitcoin. Now, that being said, as companies like this, CleanSpark, are buying $144.9 million worth of Bitcoin mining rigs, you know, this shows another opportunity. It's not just Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin related stocks. MicroStrategy is an example. CleanSpark could be a good example. Riot Blockchain, a mining company, could be a good example. Buying Twitter stock could be a good example. And here's a great example. Whale Chart tweeted out today. This was a very big story, guys. Rumors of Twitter planning to offer buying and selling of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. I'm sure Dogecoin is going to be involved in that too. That would be spectacular. You did see tech stocks go up in a big way in the last bull run, but tech stocks that are exposed to Bitcoin are going to go up even crazier. So there's a lot of ways to get exposure to Bitcoin if you don't already have exposure to Bitcoin, as we're moving forward towards this bull market, guys. Looking like I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to see what we got here. So we got as a vote. Oh, wow. Okay. 36% of people think the XRP case will not end by May. Or they think it will. 36% think it will. And 63% think it won't. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't think the XRP case is going to end. I don't think it's going to end. I'm going to put out another poll, though, because these are kind of interesting. So I want to ask you guys this now. Do you think Twitter will, let's see here. Do you think Twitter will launch crypto trading services, offer crypto trading services this year? Let me know what you guys think on that. Boom. Curious what your thoughts are. I mean, it's a very, very interesting story, guys, and I would not be surprised if it happened, but we'll just have to kind of see how this one plays out. I don't think it's going to be a trading, like an exchange per se, but I think they're going to offer the ability to maybe, use Bitcoin payment solutions, maybe buy, like you can buy things through Instagram, buy things with Bitcoin through the marketplace. That would be incredible for Twitter. And knowing how much Elon Musk certainly does like cryptocurrency, at least Dogecoin and Bitcoin, then I wouldn't really be surprised to see something like that. Now, if we see it this year, I don't know about that. That would be pretty tough to see. But I'll tell you what, guys, and I want to bring this up for you. Now, those of you guys out there, and look, this isn't financial advice, but these are just a couple things that I'm thinking about, so I'm going to share them with you guys. And unfortunately, I couldn't be joined with my partner Black Sea today, so we can't do a back and forth. So I'm counting on you guys. If you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. Let's go back and forth. I'd like to answer any questions you guys have, give you some ideas. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, but we're going to have some fun. We're getting ready for a bull market. We're going to make some money. Another way you can get exposure to Bitcoin. Again, Riot platforms. This is Riot blockchain. Look at this, up 17% today. 17% gains. So, you could buy Bitcoin and you could get some good gains, right? Or you could buy some of these Bitcoin stocks and you could get some good gains too. So the Bitcoin stocks are actually very volatile. A lot of people think the traditional market, how boring. Well, traditional market can be boring, but in a Bitcoin bull market, Bitcoin-related companies go buck wild, absolutely crazy. 17% gains in a day for Riot blockchain, that's out of control. Smash up the like button if you're buying some Riot blockchain. Smash up the like button if you like making money, because I think that's what a lot of us are about to be doing here. And there's a lot of other choices, guys. You could buy Coinbase stock. Look, I didn't even look at these prices for these today. I have a lot of Coinbase stock, by the way. Coinbase up 6.14%. You could let's look at MicroStrategies. What does MicroStrategies have going on? Today, MicroStrategies is up 6.26%. That's pretty spectacular. There's so many different ways you could cut. Let's look at Tesla, because they got a lot of Bitcoin. How's Tesla doing today? Looking like 1.24%, so not as good. Another question I might ask you guys in a bit is, do you think that Tesla will come about and buy some more Bitcoin today? I'm curious if you guys think, not today, but in this bull market, or at least in this year leading into the bull market, because I think it's certainly possible. Wouldn't be surprised if Twitter did it either. That would actually make a lot of sense now that he got Tesla to do it. maybe Elon Musk could get Twitter to buy some Bitcoin. Because again, Twitter, that's an interesting thought. I didn't actually think about that. I'm talking to myself here, but Twitter has a really big money-making issue. I don't know if you guys have been following this story, but Twitter has been getting a lot of flack from people of how the stock has been going down. People come after Elon Musk. People say that he can't make any money on there. He bought a product that doesn't make any money. He's trying to figure out how to monetize it, so he had people pay for the blue check marks, and he's finding a way to make money on Twitter. Well, buying Bitcoin would be a spectacular way to do it. Move the money into the treasury, get some exposure to Bitcoin on the balance sheet for Twitter. That would be extremely helpful for a company that needs every dollar they can get. That being said, I think Twitter's fine, I think Twitter's fine, but leading into this bull market, more things are heating up. Crypto exchange Huobi returns to profitability in Q1 after restructuring. Now, I'll be honest here. Now, Huobi's a very big exchange. A lot of people use it. I personally don't. I'm in the U.S. It's not a very popular one in the U.S., but they returned to profitability after Q1 after restructuring. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, yeah, they cut employees and they cut benefits, which is something you got to do in a bear market, but Bitcoin's going up. They're about to make money hand over fist. So maybe they got to profitability after Q1 because crypto went back up. Maybe the real story is they evaded bankruptcy, or maybe they evaded collapsing, right? And so they survived the bear market. Maybe that would be the headline here. But everybody's gearing up and the narrative is changing. And this is why I'm sharing these articles with you guys. For crypto bull run. And I do believe that's why millionaires are going to be made. I think there's going to be millions and millions of dollars flowing in. You see companies getting into these assets. You see the narrative start to shift. And you see people gearing up for this bull market. Let me see what we got here. Crowbro, I made quite a bit of money with CleanSpark. Good. Making money with CleanSpark. Glad to hear that. Hey, Kip, you've seen the Bitcoin domain names. I have not seen the Bitcoin domain names. You know what? I should probably hop on that. I'll also do a lot of the questions at the end, guys, but I like to keep up along the way. Oh, man. Somebody's asking, Crypto Kip, is it possible to get a dirty NFT where you send it to your wallet and other wallet and get access to your wallet contents? Yes, there are NFTs that are designed to hack your crypto wallet. So please be careful. When people are giving you free NFTs, those could be bugs. Yeah. People could steal your money. Benny, please be careful, guys. Smash the like button if you're careful with your crypto and your crypto wallets. Yes, there are scam NFT projects out there where you can get wrecked, unfortunately. So be careful. They could steal your NFTs. They could steal your crypto if they, put a bugged out NFT in your wallet. Let's just say it that way, basically. So definitely be careful with that, folks. So also Winklevoss Twins, we haven't talked about them in a while, but Winklevoss Twins also getting further into the crypto game, doubling down, tripling down, reinvesting in their own exchange. Last time we talked about Gemini, their earn product was dying and their investors were losing money. This came after the FTX collapse, but they still have money and they're not giving up. They invested $100 million of their own money to keep the Gemini exchange afloat as venture funding slows. Why do you think they're going to do something like this? Well, I'll tell you, I think the answer is clear. A bull market's coming and millions will be made. Millions will be made, guys. And that's why they're putting millions in, because they know it's coming. Crypto is clearly coming. The SEC is lawyering up. The SEC is getting close to the end of the rope with some of this crypto regulation. It's coming, guys. Once the crypto regulation's in place, it is a green light and the money will start to flow. It's absolutely coming. And other companies, crypto miner Core Scientific appoints a new president. Why would they be doing that? Well, the company filed for bankruptcy in December, but they're continuing to buy Bitcoin. They got a new president as they're gearing up, getting ready for the next bull run. It's coming, getting a new face to the company as the markets are about to heat up. I bet you Core Scientific is going to be making quite a bit of money in this next bull run as well. Mining companies are good investments in a Bitcoin bull run. Not all of them, but if you do your research and you pick a good one, they typically seem to go up, as well as those companies that are getting Bitcoin exposure. So, yeah. Another thing we got going on here, I'm very, very excited for, guys. Actually, Black Sea and myself, we are going to this NFT NYC 2023 event. I'm not going to tell you which day. I'm not going to tell you which time, but we are going to be there at least for one day. And we are going this week. So we will be flying out to New York very, very soon. And we will be going and checking out this event. And it's very, very cool. Now, at this event, again, more preparation for a bull market. NFTs are here to stay. They're going to show quite a bit of different things. Over 300 plus community artists were featured last year. And there was more than 3,000 submissions that wanted to be in there. But they are all set for this year. They're talking about a bunch of these featured artists. You can kind of look through here and start to get an idea of some of the most popular crypto artists, which is very, very interesting. So this is coming, guys, and it's going to be a very, very interesting event as well. You look at some of the sponsors for this event, some pretty large groups. Emotable, you got OpenSea, Amazon Web Services, which is crazy. You got Tron. Some of these other ones, Atomic Hub's pretty big. Looking at who else do we got here? Quite a few projects. Magic is an interesting one that's coming. Yeah, so I mean, there's going to be Algorand foundations in this. Canon is here. Blockchain Game Alliance. Yeah, gaming could be really big. A crypto tax audit service. Look at all these different. Wow, I didn't even realize how many different partners there were. But this is how big this event is. Every one of these companies is getting ready, is getting excited for a bull market. There will be trillions of dollars coming into this space, and it is a money grab, everybody. It is a money grab. Very excited. A lot of great speakers as well. They're going to have people from Microsoft, from so many different other companies, Atomic Hub. They're going to have people from Amazon Web Services. Animoca Brands is going to be there. You got so many different folks that will be there. It's very exciting. Co-founder of OpenSea is going to be there. So this is a very, very big event. But it just shows you guys, there is so much building going on right now. New presidents are getting put in place. Everybody's getting ready for a bull run, guys. I just don't know how else to put it. If you think that crypto's dead, if you think that crypto's over, or if you think a little bit of crypto regulation's going to scare crypto investors from buying into this next bull market, buying this bear market, buying this accumulation opportunity into the next bull market, and you're dead wrong, because it's coming, and it couldn't be more exciting. Looking at the price action for Bitcoin, currently sitting at $30,259. Look at this breakout right now. You're looking at the weekly candles, really big move. We broke out of this candle. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green weeks in a row for Bitcoin. Let's see how many we can get, guys. Now, there have been weeks in the past where we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a tiny red candle, another one. This is almost like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's almost like 14 weeks of bull run in a row when a bull run actually comes. And this is kind of where we're at, where we're kind of coming away out of the bottom. We're going to kind of have some more time. So this is what we're looking at. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, to see Bitcoin go up to this $32,500 level. But like I said, we're getting ready for an overall bull market. It's not just Bitcoin. It is altcoins, guys. As this thing comes around, if we go to a $10 trillion market cap, you've got $8.7 trillion flowing into crypto. That's why you have so many of these speakers. You have so many of these partners, sponsors coming and getting in to this event, to crypto events, to the Miami Bitcoin conference, to all these other events, because they're getting ready for a Bitcoin bull market. And it's just so powerful, so unstoppable. $8 trillion. Where is it going to flow? Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, hang in there. Every Tuesday, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are doing these things. We may not be doing a live stream on Thursday. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet because we will be traveling for that event. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. But thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. Much, much appreciated, guys. I really do appreciate it. Crowbro saying, that's a nice Bitcoin chart. Yeah. Oh, no, Texas, you're saying that's a nice BTC chart. Yeah. We are breaking out of the resistances, my friends. we're doing really good. Mr. Planet Profit asking, can we get 100K Bitcoin by the end of the year? I don't think so. I'd love to, Mr. Planet Profit, but I don't think we're going to get to 100K by the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we got close to this $3 trillion market cap by the end of the year, kind of got back to our previous peak by the end of the year. Likely, I would expect to come in maybe close to $2 trillion by the end of the year. And for Bitcoin, maybe up to like 45, maybe 55,000. But I'd love to see it hit 100K, and I think it's possible that it could hit its previous highs at around $65,000 or $70,000 possibly. So yeah, keep the questions coming, guys, because I really want to know what's on your minds and kind of hear a little bit more about your strategies and kind of answer some of the questions you guys have. And I put a poll up there for you guys a little bit ago asking, if you think do you think Twitter is going to offer crypto trading services, or at least the ability to buy and sell Bitcoin this year? I'm very curious. I'm going to end that poll here in a bit, so don't miss that, guys. But yeah, right now, here's the story, guys. Everybody's like holding these altcoins. You're eager for a bull run. It's getting exhausting. If you're holding Crow right now, pat yourself on the back and grab a tissue and blow your nose, because I bet you're crying right now. Because I'm crying too. The Crow coin price has not been performing very well. Now, it's not that big of a deal. Why? Why am I saying that? I have so much Crow coin. We're not sponsored by Crypto.com, guys. We don't have any partnerships with Crypto.com. And right now, Crow is totally crashing versus Bitcoin. Why on earth, Crypto Kip? And I think we got 32% more downside, guys. 32% more downside for Crow versus Bitcoin. And it stinks. It stinks. Now, I would not sit here and suggest sell your Crow for Bitcoin. Sell your Crow for Bitcoin. That is probably not a good idea at all, because typically, as soon as you sell, the opposite of what you think is going to happen happens. Just pick your coins you like, dollar cost averaging over time. That's the best strategy, in my opinion, not financial advice, but we still have more downside. Eventually, an altcoin rally will come. But this is brutal. This is brutal. And why do we talk about it all the time? Because I know that at some point, this very large exchange, which has an incredible domain name, they got the name crypto.com. They have the partnerships, the marketing partnerships that are going crazy. They're launching the metaverse. They're launching a crypto.com land NFT metaverse. It's coming soon. Mr. Planet Profit, you wanted me to talk about that. That's coming up soon, my brother. It is coming up very soon. And they're going to be selling other things, and people will be able to trade and use it like an auction house to trade in-game items using Crow, bringing more utility to the token. I heard somebody asking if Chris Marsliak was talking about more burns for Crow. We don't even have any hint of a Crow burn from what I've seen, but inevitably, I think there will be a burn for Crow at some point. That's going to help the price immensely. And regardless of that, at some point, Bitcoin takes its turn. It moves up. And then as something like this starts to happen, as Bitcoin's up here and doing some of this is when altcoins run, guys. This is when altcoins run. This is when Crowcoin was running, right during this, when it was kind of going sideways up at the peak. This is when Crowcoin was doubling, tripling, like every other week for a couple weeks. It was a crazy time. I think that it's coming again, but unfortunately, we got to kind of hit the bottom of this channel. Historically, and I hope we don't go all the way down there, but we could have about 32% more downside. It really stinks, guys. It really, really stinks. I'm going to end this poll and see what we got here. So looks like we're 50-50. 50% of people think that Twitter will offer crypto trading this year. I'm with you guys. I'll give it a coin toss. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I do really want to see it happen. I think it'd be spectacular. It would kind of get people more energized about crypto. And I'd love to see Twitter as well put Bitcoin in the treasury. But eventually, guys, and Bitcoin's a great bet, but eventually the altcoins will come back. If we really do get to the bottom of this channel for Crow, geez Louise, you're looking at 1,000% gains versus Bitcoin, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then I'll just show you this too. I don't really look at a lot of these other alts a lot. Just kind of like to use Crow as a good example, but I'll show you guys this. So let's look at Cardano versus Bitcoin. So we'll check that out real quick. So here you go. Cardano is a very popular project versus Bitcoin. I'll tell you what, Cardano still, and these are just really, really vague lines, guys, but look at this. So let's just pretend like these were some key levels here. These look pretty reasonable. These are very, very on the spot levels, but these look pretty good. So we'll say something around here. I could say maybe we're even at a level right around here, something like this. But if we continue down for Cardano, Cardano, I would argue, still has 70% downside versus Bitcoin potentially. Of course, guys, it could get back up to the top of the channel, but that's only a 360% rally. Well, I believe that Crocoin has a 1,000% rally to get back to its previous peak. So these are some of the things that I'm thinking about. And it's not just Crocoin that's really blowing it versus Bitcoin. It's really a lot of these altcoins. Even if you look at a coin like Solana, which is up so big today. Look at how far down Solana is versus Bitcoin. This is why Solana is going up so much right now, because it's at its low versus Bitcoin. And that is an argument to say, if we get back up to the top of this range, 516% upside versus Bitcoin, but still Crow has a better outlook. Just to get back to its previous highs, Crow has an incredible outlook to get back to its Bitcoin all-time high. So this is something that gets me very excited about Crocoin, but really about all altcoins. There's a lot of upside for altcoins versus Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin's going to play its games first. That's just how it goes, folks. You want to look at Quant versus BTC. You got it. Let's look at Quant versus BTC. If I'm not wrong, you know what? Oh, QNT versus BTC. Quant. Okay, so very, very interesting. Very interesting. Actually, not what I expected. Now, because I remember Quant was rallying in a very big way during this bear market. As this is November, right? Let's see, October, November. Okay, no. So FTX collapse did crash it down, but this was still bear market season. Crypto was crashing as Quant was soaring, absolutely soaring. Now, I would say Quant probably still has some downside versus Bitcoin, possibly as far as maybe 55%. And I'm not. This is, guys. If you think this is TA, this is not TA. It takes a little bit longer to draw some real TA here. I'm just giving you guys some vague ideas, all right? Giving you some ideas. On the upside, maybe we get back up to 222%, unless, of course, we break to all-time highs and keep going up versus Bitcoin. But 222% versus Crow's 1,000%, it's interesting. Now, if we go back to the bottom of this, if it does the whole thing, maybe you got, 500% rally if we get to the bottom on Quant versus Bitcoin. So these are some very interesting thoughts. But again, on the downside, 60% downside versus maybe a 30% downside left for Crow. I like where Crow's at, guys. I really do. But you definitely got to note that Bitcoin, right now, Bitcoin is where it's at, guys. Bitcoin is the name of the game, and Bitcoin is performing very, very, very well. It's crazy. It's really a crazy time, and Bitcoin is more alive than ever, guys. More alive than ever. Let me know, guys, if you have any other questions. I'm going to look through the chat here to see what I can find. Ron Wilson asking me about Jasmy. You know what? I don't know a lot about Jasmy. I've seen a YouTuber, Matthew Perry, I believe. He talks about Jasmy. I just haven't gotten into the project. Look, there's so many good projects out there, Ron Wilson. I really appreciate the question. I just can't vouch for that product at all. I haven't looked at it, but I'll tell you what, for you, I'll take a peek at that one and get in there and try to learn a little bit about it to give you an idea. But I'll tell you what, in terms of big projects, there's only going to be a couple big winners. And so I really, really pick my winners carefully. And I'm super bullish on crypto.com. And to be honest with you guys, I'm super bullish on Solana too. I'll tell you, Black Sea's really turned me around on that. The NFT space is spectacular for Solana. I think that alone keeps it into existence. One of the largest projects on Solana, DGods, moved over to Ethereum, which is very interesting, but that project's still going up, even in Ethereum. So these are some very, very interesting things that are happening right now. But FetchAI, Crow Fitz is asking if FetchAI is a good project. It's too soon to tell, to be honest with you. I don't care what anybody says, Crow Fitz, so be careful. I don't care what anybody says about AI projects right now, but I'll tell you this. Let's see. FetchAI versus USD. It has certainly performed in an incredible way, and it recently came out. But I think this thing could break out to all-time highs in the next bull market just because it's an AI play. Now, whether or not this is a good project, I don't really know. But I'll tell you, I think it could have absolutely massive gains. I mean, if it just gets back to its previous all-time high, that's 253%. And this is a brand new project, and this is for USD coin. Now, if you look at FetchAI versus BTC, I'd be curious what we'd see there. But it is a very interesting project. And I'll tell you this, I think it's one of the most common projects off the tongue. If people are looking for a AI play, FetchAI is usually one of the first AI projects that is mentioned. So that alone would probably be pretty decently bullish. But I'll give you a warning, might have some more downside versus Bitcoin before taking off. Possibly 70% downside versus Bitcoin, but that's really nothing special. I really think Bitcoin's going to continue to fly up as some of these other altcoins are going to continue to go down. Crowfits, absolutely. You know, I got some FetchAI if it helps you out. I mean, I got a little bit of FetchAI. I'm excited about it, but I can't say for sure that it's not a scam, right? We'll never know. I mean, think about this, Crowfits. If you had gotten into Terra Luna, nobody was talking bad about Terra Luna. In fact, a lot of the big crypto YouTubers out there were talking about Terra Luna in a big way. We never really did. We didn't really ever get hooked into Terra Luna. It was too new. I like to pick to kind of the tried and true, or at least something that I have a true belief behind of. But after doing research on Terra Luna, I just didn't have anything crazy special that like Ethereum didn't present to me that I wasn't excited about, or Ethereum competitors that were already in the picture. So I never bought it. And then it got wrecked and it was a scam, and nobody could have seen that it was going to be a scam like that. Not a true scam, but a wreck, a train wreck for sure. So it's hard to say what projects are going to work out well and what projects are going to fail. You look at what 90% of people would have said about FTX, they'd say FTX is a great project. 90% of people would have said that before the collapse happened, and now here we are. Benny Blue Eye says some people got tattoos of Terra Luna. Yeah, you're right. One of them, Mike Nagaveritz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, has a Terra Luna tattoo on his body, and he loves Bitcoin, but wow, did he really pick the wrong horse there? Did he? And hopefully he made some money, but I don't know. So. Right, funny. That's when I started buying the Luna crash. Well, hopefully you didn't buy Terra Luna. Did you buy Terra Luna on the crash, Crowfits? I want to know, because if you did, my heart goes out. I feel bad for you. I refuse to touch that project. And honestly, at this point, any influencer that talks about Terra Luna and gives hopes that it's going to go back up, shame on you. Shame on you. Why are you doing that? I think that anybody that's talking about Terra Luna is doing it for clicks. There's a lot of great crypto YouTube influencers out there that talk about a lot of great projects. But anytime they do a video on Terra Luna, shame on you. Shame on you. That project's done, in my opinion. It's over. There's a lot of great projects out there. We don't need to try to force gains. If you need to force gains, just buy Bitcoin. You'll know you make money. You could even argue taking a pick like FetchAI could be too risky for some people. And, maybe it is. Maybe you got 4 kids and maybe you're 40 years old. You got 4 kids. You're trying to pay down your house still. Maybe you can only afford the risk of Bitcoin because you don't feel comfortable taking profit on some altcoin strategies. But I'll tell you guys, let's talk a little bit about a strategy moving. Crowfits did not buy Luna. Good. I'm glad you didn't, but just keep dollar cost averaging. Yeah. My crypto, my kids. Yeah. So let's talk about a Bitcoin strategy, a bull market strategy for Bitcoin. Well, I'll tell you what, Bitcoin's moving right now. It's a good play. Eventually, as some of these altcoins like FetchAI hit the bottom of its potential versus Bitcoin, 69% more downside. Let's look at again ADA versus BTC. Maybe Cardano has still, right, 67% more downside. I'm going to wait to see if we can get a bounce, on some of these before I start selling some Bitcoin for alts. And yeah, you heard me correctly. Me personally, I will potentially sell some Bitcoin for alts when I think alts have bottomed against Bitcoin. But that being said, it's risky. You know, we could be at a spot where Bitcoin moves up higher than ever before because institutions are buying Bitcoin. But I think there's a strategy to be said that altcoins move up higher than Bitcoin. We just looked at all the gains that altcoins could have versus Bitcoin. If they can break out to new all-time highs versus Bitcoin, that would be incredible. Ethereum is continuing to move up to all-time highs versus Bitcoin. And there's inevitably going to be some other projects that do the same. So, you know, over the next 3 to 12 months, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. But I think there's going to be some opportunities to flip some Bitcoin and ETH for altcoins and then flip it back into Bitcoin and ETH. And really, that's a strategy I like to do in and out, on and off through the bull market as we get ready, for a bull market, as we get into the bull market. Johnny saying, I bought Loon, made some money. Good for you getting out. Crowbro's got some LUNC. Yeah, be careful with it, guys. I mean, I'll tell you this, though. As much as I don't like it, I don't want to FUD your bags. I'll tell you the truth. I do think that it has upside, but not because it's a good project anymore. I don't think it's a good project. I would argue that with you. I don't think it's a good project anymore, but I think it's got upside. Why? Because I just think eventually altcoins are going to go up versus Bitcoin. And I think even FTX coin is going to pump. FTX shouldn't pump, but it's going to. We even saw it pump. I think a lot of these projects, whether they're good, bad, indifferent, small, irrelevant, they're going to pump because that's just what happens in a Bitcoin bull market. When you look at the overall market cap and you start zooming out, and you start thinking if we get up to a $24 trillion market cap and you start saying, hey, I know in the next bull market, we're going to go up 1,800%, $22 trillion are going to flow into crypto in the next bull market. A lot of coins are going to pump. Terra Luna, no reason it can't get some of that action too, right? If trillions of dollars are coming in, no reason a couple $1 billion couldn't flow in. Benny Blue Eyes asking me, yeah, Johnny, sorry about the FUD, man. I'll speak the truth. I am uncensored, guys. I have no loyalty to anything except for maybe my own bags. Everybody's got their bag bias, right? But I just have loyalty to you guys in bringing you my true, unadulterated, uncensored opinion on really everything crypto and really anything else that comes up. We'll just keep it real. And if I don't know a lot, I won't tell you that I do. Like, I don't know boatloads about FetchAI. I just know that it's a popular project. I don't know boatloads about Quant even. I still got to look more into Quant. I do know that it's a very popular token that people are very excited about, and it performed very well during the bear market. So I keep my eyes on these things, and I know vaguely what some of these projects do. And then in some of the other ones that I've done a little bit more research on, where there is a little bit more research to do, I feel more confident, so I'll give you more opinions on some of that. But Benny Blue Eyes is asking, Crypto Kip, for long-term BTC holders, do you prefer to split it up on cold wallets or eggs in the basket? So not to lose or confuse the key phrases. Well, I think you got to use your own discretion there, but I'll tell you, probably don't ever want to do all the eggs in one basket. I keep it into DeFi wallet. I'll keep it on a couple different exchanges. I'll keep it in multiple places, really, because that's just how I like to do it. Because on different exchanges, you can buy different coins too. Some Bitcoins for holding, some Bitcoins for trading, some Bitcoins for DeFi. So these are some of the things that I'm kind of looking at, and I hope that helps. But that's kind of how I handle that one, Benny. Space Ape saying that FTX coin pumped 10% today. That's how I know crypto isn't dead. Exactly. Thank you for my point. Exactly. Space Ape saying FTX pumped 10% today. Let's just look at it for fun. Why not, guys? Oh my gosh, I can't even find the coin. Where is... Oh, FTT. FTT. My bad. FTT token versus USDT. Let's see what we got. Woo! Look at that. And guys, this could potentially have some upside. I'm not going to buy this coin, but there could be stupid upside to it. If let's say they do get more new leaders to this exchange and they really do get things back on track, could it pump this 2,000%? Maybe. I'm not going to buy it on the principle. I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, I will actually forego gains based on principle. And I'll tell you, honestly, this should go down. I expect it to go down. It should go down, but I wouldn't be surprised and I'd be sick to my stomach if it went up. But it could happen. It could absolutely happen, guys. Altcoin Heat asking, do you think it's possible Twitter might be in the process of developing its own blockchain with a token? No, I don't. But I do think Jack Dorsey, and I'll tell you why. Why? Because regulation-wise, that's a disaster. Regulatory disaster. The only company that's doing that is Coinbase, to my knowledge, really. And they're coming out with, what are they coming out with? Coin or Block? Maybe it's going to be Block, I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But it's a legal disaster, and I just think they don't need to. But it'd be cool if they did. I mean, it'd be cool if they did. I just don't think we're there yet. I think eventually a lot of companies will be doing that, but then they're going to get into an issue with, registering with the SEC and all that kind of thing too. So it'd be pretty interesting. And at the same time too, it's like, why do we need Twitter to do that? Because we have Ethereum. We have so many other great places where we can get what we need out of these blockchain projects. We don't need Twitter to do it. But I'll tell you this. It would be fantastic to see some sort of decentralized Twitter. And Jack Dorsey, who's doing a great job right now with Block because they're making money because they've got an investment in Bitcoin, going to be very interesting to see how those companies do in the bull market. But Jack Dorsey with Block, who used to be the CEO at Twitter, he wants to develop, I think it's called Blue Sky or Sky Blue, I want to say. But it's basically decentralized Twitter, and I think that's important. And you saw, maybe you didn't see the Twitter files and all that. That stuff gets a little bit sketchy, and so for it to be community driven and community censored would be better than kind of the intermediaries at the company censoring it or pushing certain narratives in the algorithm. That would be a good advantage to a DeFi Twitter. So that's something I'm going to be looking out for in the bull market too. Social media crypto tokens. I've heard of some, nothing that I want to mention because nothing I think is crazy awesome. But I'm going to be looking for something like that in the next bull run. BGH asking 25K Bitcoin possible? Sure, we could still go back down to 25K Bitcoin, no problem. We could totally bounce off this green line. Nothing's out of the picture. Nothing is out of bounds for Bitcoin and crypto, guys. We could get back down to this lower red line and bounce back up. We got a bull market coming eventually, but in between now and then, anything could happen. I think we continue to go up slowly. Maybe, something kind of like this, right? I think 25K Bitcoin could happen, but I think it's going to be, something kind of like this. Something maybe like that. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not going to keep those lines there because that's, if anybody that's telling you that they know exactly what's going to happen with Bitcoin and crypto, they're lying to you because there's no truth on what's actually going to happen. Anything could happen. We can tell you what we think's going to happen, but if they're telling you something, bull markets and bear markets are going to happen. You could say that. But if you're saying, I think it's going to hit, this price by this date, 100%, that's never the case. That's never the case. So it's just something we're going to have to watch. The best strategy is instead of trying to play these swings, I don't love to trade so much. Personally, I like to swing trade alts versus Bitcoin. That's something I do. But I don't like to trade in and out of like Bitcoin to US dollar, Bitcoin to US dollar. I prefer to dollar cost average over time, especially for Bitcoin. So I hope that helps you. But, do your own strategy. Everybody's got their own thing. So something very interesting. Space Ape saying, I think companies just attach their name to certain coins and get rid of their stock tickers. Thanks 20 years down the road, of course. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, crypto is the future. I think that. But I still think there's going to be kind of these two worlds operating and battling against each other. Look, they don't want decentralization. Big companies, gas companies, banks especially, don't want decentralization. But Bank of America is hedging their bet, and they are buying Bitcoin, and they're buying Bitcoin-related companies, which is very, very cool to see, guys. Very, very cool to see. Yeah. Crow Bro's got 17 on my way to 100 before the ball. Yeah, guys, well, that's all I see for questions. That's really all I got in this one. Pretty good stream, guys. We had some fun on this one. Very excited for the bull market. Just remember, guys, we're giving away a loaded line at 25,000 subscribers on the channel. Follow us at _crypto report on Twitter for the details to this giveaway. And if you are a member on our channel, like Texas Crypto, like Benny Blue Eyes, like Ron Wilson, the man, like all the guys and gals in the chat with the green icon next to the name, or Benny Blue Eyes, the mod. If you're a member like that, you get an additional 10 entries for every single month you're a member on the channel. Thank you so much again, Michael, for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. We appreciate all the super chats, all the questions, every single stream, guys. More giveaways to come. But make sure you guys, if you become a member, get access to our private Discord. You can talk directly with me and Black Sea. All you got to do is join us here on our channel or in the link in the description down below. You can see that as well. Members on the channel, show them some of those emojis. Show them what they get when they become a member. But yeah, a lot of exciting things to come, guys. A lot of exciting things to come. I do believe that millionaires will be made. I'm very excited to see how all this plays out as we gear up for another bull run. I think we're going to be making some money, fam. I really do. I really think we're going to be making some money very soon. Very soon. You're making some money today. So let's keep it up, guys. That's all I got in this one. We'll see you in the next one. As always, do not forget, folks, that, well, I'm Crypto Kip. This is Crypto Report, but don't forget to DCA and HODL. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We will see you next time. Maybe I'll even see you at NYC NFT. We'll have to see. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.